welcome, and in this game, this is a replay that I asked Vlad to send in to me. Hooked up for a couple of games with him, and he had a pretty good one. So here it is. He's in the Brandenburg, which is I don't know if it's a premium or if it's from a drop, but it's a German battleship. So yeah, let's watch him as he plays. I was in the Kagero here. Didn't have an especially good game. Didn't have an especially bad game. Just nothing much happening for me. But Vlad had a pretty good game. So starting off here, and I've indicated that I'm going to be heading between A and B. I'm going to see if I can capture B and then push to A. But that's about all I'm going to talk about on my behalf, because we're going to watch how Vlad works on this game. So early doors, looks like the C cap is going to be a bit light on numbers. So hopefully they'll do okay. I mean, they've got a pretty good setup, like a nice DD, really nice cruiser, and a pretty nice battleship. Obviously, because it's a tier 8 game, Scharnhorst 43 is in. It's a really strong tier 7, but against tier 8 it might struggle, but we'll have to see. So here I've gone into the cap, and Vlad is following me, giving me support. It's very aggressive play, following me into the cap, it looks like. But because it's a German battleship, getting up close is actually kind of what... Not all German battleships, but in this kind of battleship, getting up close is kind of what these ships excel at. Getting the secondaries into range, making use of the armour configuration that it doesn't eliminate, but it reduces the citadel chances against you. And obviously... the ability to output damage is what you're there for. That and to absorb damage, so getting up close and personal is not a bad idea. Just waiting for the lads to turn, but it looks like he's just going to sit in there sideways, but you can definitely see what he's trying to do here. So he shoots, he's obviously spotted, but those shells look pretty nice because the ladder is not moving. Oh, nice hit there, a nice citadel. But obviously now he's now got eyes on him. The Colorado is probably going to be the first target that he'll go against. But he needs to get in position. Yeah, he's looking that way. He needs to get into position to cover his right flank from the BBs that are going that way. Because there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the BBs are going to C. So we need to get the A cap clear as quickly as possible. Our Bedogny is pretty advanced. It's probably not the best position for him, but as you can see here, 11.3 kilometer secondaries. He's going to start putting the pain on this Colorado. I sent some torps out. Hopefully I'll catch him with one of those after the work that Vlad is doing here. So in this kind of scenario, what you find is that ships start to panic. And so they, in an effort to kind of maneuver, they kind of get out of position. But the Colorado is actually doing a really smart thing here, which is he's keeping his angle. He did take a torp, but he's keeping his angles, and he's not turning tail and running. It's what you hope all BB players do is they learn how to absorb damage and just learning to position themselves and not always run away. I mean, obviously there are times when you have to get out of dodge, but in this scenario, what the Colorado's doing is anchoring that corner to allow his teammates, either sub, the DD and the cruiser, to get the cap. What we should have here is the Yamahari, Collingwood, Cherbourg, Carolina really pushing hard. Push, push, push. Because this cap is under pressure now. And the last thing you want is one ship to go out alone and start absorbing all of the damage. And that's kind of what's going on here. The Cherbourg and North Carolina, they should be pushing hard. They should be pushing hard, supporting the Collingwood. The Yamahari should be pushing hard. But at the moment, that's not happening, and that's a bit of a problem. We'll see what happens. Obviously, there's 2 cruisers up north. But if these guys down on the A cap were to push hard now, like North Carolina still sits in that corner, not really being useful to anyone. He needs to be pushing in, helping win the cap, getting his anti-submarine warfare into range of the submarine if it gets spotted. Because the last thing you want is the submarine to be spotted and no one to be able to do anything about it. But I say the DD here is there's potential that torps are on the way and the subs here as well. So this is where he needs support. North Carolina is still on the corner, still waiting for something to happen. I don't know what he's waiting to do. He should be pushing. Cherbourg's turning in. That's good because he's now coming into the middle to cut off any retreat. And Vlad, again, he's put all the pressure on this flank. And he had to, because you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships just sitting there waiting. It wasn't going to happen. As you see, he's about to get a kill, I think. Secondary's doing their work, and his main area of concern now will be the sub. So, can he get rid of this Atlanta and focus on the sub? Secondaries are starting to work. Good. There we go. Gets a kill. Secondaries, and there's the DD. Again, chasing a DD and a sub, being aggressive against them. He did brilliantly there. Just keep the pressure up. Snuck up on the DD. Like so, he had no chance to run. Sub as well. Good. Keep up the pressure. Now this is where the North Carolina, still on the edge of that island on H4 or H5. He's useless there. Absolutely useless. That's a waste of a ship. Vlad keeps out the pressure on the submarine. This is where having those 3 BBs behind him, if they had pushed as well, when that sub got spotted, you would have 4 BBs dropping on the submarine, and he would have been dead already. But I guess if you are new to the game, or just don't understand it, you need to understand that you have to put yourself in positions where you can be helpful and useful to the rest of the team. And North Carolina, again, it still hasn't moved. I mean, what, 9 minutes into the game, and he's sat on that corner and not moved at all. He's not using his hit points. He's not firing his guns at anything tactically. Just, there we go. Vlad gets the kill on the submarine. There are torps coming out, but there's not much he can do. His repair party is not on cooldown. He's going to eat both of these, it looks like, I'd imagine. Or maybe just one. Oh no, he ate 2 of them. But he couldn't really do much about that. And now, obviously with the enemy pushing into B, this is where obviously you don't want to rush too hard and fast. So in this situation, obviously the lead Roma is probably going to be the priority target. Fortunately, our North Carolina has put himself in a position where again he is doing absolutely nothing, and he won't be able to do anything for at least 3 or 4 minutes. Jesus, rewatching these videos sometimes gives you a whole new perspective on what some ships are doing, and just completely useless ships in the game. I mean, it's okay to, have a bad game and try something and just get unlucky or get outplayed by another player. That's just part of the game. As you learn the game, you get better at learning when to push, when to hold back, when to angle, when to take an opportunity to run, when to risk a turn. All these things come from experience. But like like the three BBs down to south, that is just shocking play. I mean, they should be the frontline ships, and they're two of them are behind the island and can't do anything to help the team, even though it's been obvious for like what, at least 5 minutes or so that the A cap or the C cap was turned and they would be coming into B soon. Just not thinking ahead, not understanding tactics or understanding how the game works. It's just all part and parcel of, if you get too many people like this in one team, that's why you lose. And it doesn't matter how good you are, like Vlad here is like leading the charge and just putting in all the effort and all the work, and you could still lose because you have too many like North Carolinas or Umaharis in your team. So, okay, so B has been defended, which is good. Looks like, I think the scores are reversed. Yeah, the scores are reversed. So 383 is what the enemy team have, and 715 is what Vlad has. So we got points advantage, we got caps advantage, ships. I think we've got one ship advantage. So we do have the lead, but it could so very quickly if more of their enemy ships had done what Vlad was doing, rather than doing what our three BBs to the south have been doing, which is just being out of position, in the wrong locations, not being of use to anyone, not anticipating where the battle's going to go. It looks like both sides have had too many of those types of players. But it looks like the Umahari here might get a bit of a rude welcome from Vlad. Shots out. These are looking good. Looking good. Yeah, nice hit. Didn't get a kill, but I think the secondaries are about to kick in as well. He is healing, but I don't think it's going to save him. Obviously, Vlad turning in. Still took a big hit though, but someone else gets the kill. Of course, it's the Umahari miles away from anything and gets the still kill with a couple of thousand health left. But he's racked up 135,000 damage already. And there's still a little bit more of the game to go. Obviously, enemy team have to do something. Vlad has a nice angled shot on the Bismarck, but if he hits the superstructure, he'll get a couple of points. He's now very low on health, so time to do angling and let secondaries do as much as possible. And don't need to turn to get all guns on. Just understand what angles your guns can fire at and make use of that. The Bayard is turning. He looks like he's going to get blapped here, I would imagine. Secondaries are kicking in. Can he get those guns on before he dies? Yep, secondaries, nice. A nice fire, got that one. 4 kills, 142k. Nice game, lads. Very nice game. So, Confederate close quarters, general offensive, and dreadnought. All the stuff you want from your BB. 4 kills, 142k damage. Nice. Top in the team. And North Carolina. That's really. I mean, if he was AFK, it wouldn't have made any difference to the score. But yeah, there we go. As you can see, he It's quite a bit ahead of everyone else, even the sub. So excellent game there, Vlad.